Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and I'm finally gonna do a review for Captain America Civil War. So yeah, now true shit, I have no idea why I'm reviewing this so late. I watched this on the weekend it came out. So yeah, as to why I'm reviewing this so late, it may have something to do may have something to do with the fact that when this came out, I was testing, and I just got out of testing, so give me a break. So now this movie stars Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Don Cheadle, Jeremy Renner, Paul Bettany, Chadwick Boseman, Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Rudd, Emily Van Campa, Tom Holland, Daniel Bro, Frank Grillo, and hopefully that's the main cast. Nope. William Hurt, Martin Freeman, Marissa Tomei, John Caney, Hope Davis, John Slattery. And yeah, that's basically anybody important here. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. Oh, and Stanley, as always. That's Stanley cameo. So yeah, as always, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So yeah, basically, at the start of the movie, you have Crossbones, played by Frank Grillo, and he's in South Africa, I believe, or somewhere in Africa. I want to say Wakanda, just because I'm pretty sure that's where anywhere in South Africa it's gonna be. But he's somewhere in South Africa, nevertheless, or Morocco. Who the hell knows? But he's in South Africa, or in Africa. Fuck it. And yeah, and the Avengers, or some of the Avengers, are trying to go after Crossbones because he's trying to go after this thing. They really don't. I don't even remember what the thing was, but it was kind of like a MacGyver type of stuff. It's not MacGyver. It was just something that really didn't matter at the end. Okay, so you have Captain America, Falcon, and Scarlet Witch, who are going after this. Trying to and Black Widow. They're going after Crossbones and his people, trying to get this item, and yeah, at the end of the fight, Crossbones dies, and so do many, I think it was 12 or 12 other, actually it had to be Wakanda because they said Wakandians, so it was 12 Wakandians or whatever. 12 people died alongside Crossbones because of this bomb that he exploded, and yeah, and now because of all this, the governments of the world want to put the Avengers in a magnifying glass and basically want to control them and send them to wherever they want because they each have different agendas and blah 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 blah. So on the Slovakian Accords, the Slovakian Accords, and yeah, now those who sign are paid by the government, they're trained by the government, and they're kept under surveillance. Whereas those who don't sign are mandated to retire, and yeah, and if they don't, they're considered criminals. And yeah, so you basically have two conflicting ideologies. You have Captain America's versus Iron Man's. Captain America, he's a patriot. He's like, fuck this, freedom for the people. And yeah, so on his side, we have Captain America, obviously, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, and Scarlet Witch, and Ant-Man. And then on Iron Man's side, we have Iron Man, War Machine, Vision, Black Panther, and Black Widow, kind of, and yeah, and Vision. So yeah, it's basically fight, and we got that really cool airport scene, probably one of the best action scenes in a superhero movie or ever, period. And yeah, and at the end of the film, we have One of the main underlying storylines for this film was the fact that Tony's parents were murdered. So who murdered them? It was Winter Soldier. So now Winter Soldier's pissed, and we also have Black Panther going after Winter Soldier because he thought that Winter Soldier killed his dad, when in reality it was Baron Zemo, or played by Daniel Gruel. And yeah, okay. Where do I start? The negatives or the positives? Let's start with the positives. Action is great, as expected. The special effects are great, as expected. The acting is great, as expected. The writing, for the most part, is great, as expected. Okay, so everything you expect to be great, more or less, is great, except for the story. Um, okay. Here's my thing. What the Civil War? I've reviewed the Civil War comic book, graphic novel, whatever. So I'll leave an annotation somewhere here. One of my issues was the fact that it felt kind of one-sided and predictable. And in the comic, I felt it felt one-sided because they kind of forced you to go with Iron Man's side. I felt like they forced you to go with Iron Man's side. As much as you want to agree with Captain America, they force you to go to Iron Man's side. And at the end, it's pretty predictable who's going to win. Iron Man, okay? Here, it's... I want to say they force you, okay? They have a bit more leeway. But again, it's predictable as fuck. You know more or less how it's gonna go. More or less, you know that Captain America is gonna be free at the end, and so is Winter Soldier. You know, at the very least, everybody else in his team could have gone to jail. You know, which they did. Ant-Man, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, they could have gone to jail for sure, which they did. But you knew at the very least that Winter Soldier. Sorry, that you knew that Winter Soldier and Captain America, they were gonna get off. They were gonna be able to escape. Okay, that seemed predictable. Okay, now at the end when they showed them leaving, breaking the rest of the members, of the Captain America members, out of prison. That was pretty cool. Okay, we didn't expect that, but whatever. You knew more or less how it was gonna go. Now you do have a bit more leeway to choose Team Iron Man or Team Captain America. Now I was on Team Captain America from the start. And many people are saying that one of the best aspects of this movie is the fact that you get to choose who you want. Like you're always flipping back and forth. Am I Team Captain America? No. Iron Man's making a good point. Maybe I should be on Captain America. I said no, because now fucking Captain America's kicking ass. I should be on Captain America's ass now. For me, I didn't give a shit about Iron Man's side. I could give less of a like did he give good points? Yes. But for me, I was always on Captain America's side, and you could say maybe I'm just, you could always just say, I'm playing favoritism or whatever. I'm hard-headed and don't want to switch. No, there's been movies where I've watched movies or even TV shows where you have two opposing ideologies, and they have maybe considered each side. Here, I heard the other side, but I didn't feel like considering Iron Man's side. I felt, okay, your side is still a piece of shit. Ideally, with your ideology, your idea is still a piece of shit. Okay, I don't care for your idea. Let Captain America do what Captain America does best. Okay, I just didn't give a shit about Iron Man's argument. Is what I'm saying. So yeah, and also the story could have been so much easier. Okay. First off, let me start with Spider-Man. Spider-Man was fucking hilarious. Okay, I fucking love. Okay, Tom Holland, that's Spider-Man. Congratulations, you're gonna do good, kid. And Spider-Man: Homecoming, the title for your movie. However, they could have chosen a better title. Okay, they could have done Spectacular Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. They could have chosen a shit ton of better names for your movie. But whatever, Spider-Man: Homecoming, I am rooting for that kid to do great. But let's be honest. He was added in, okay? Yes, we all know he was added in, but think about it. Take out his scenes, okay? He had like two scenes, okay? The one with Haunt Marissa Tomei, or Haunt Aunt May, which is fucking hilarious, where Iron Man goes to Peter Parker's house and recruits him, and then the airport scene, okay? Take out the whole Haunt Aunt May, Tony meeting Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Take that scene now, because that's just Spider-Man and Tony. And then take out Spider-Man outside of the airport battle. Really, would you have really lost much? Okay, you would have lost a fight between Spider-Man and you would have lost that one battle between Spider-Man and Falcon and Falcon and Winter Soldier, but eventually Black Panther would just got in there. So whatever. Okay, he was at like he was shoehorned in, but in the way he was shoehorned, but you kind of accept it because it's Spider-Man, so you don't give a shit. Okay, now the plot could have been so much easier. Okay, Baron Zemo, like I just didn't give a shit for Baron Zemo, and his contribution to the film was that he revealed who he was going after the Winter Soldier formula. He was trying to figure out what that was, and then he was supposed to tell Iron Man who killed his parents. Okay, one, we already knew who killed his parents, Winter Soldier. Okay, you would have had to watch Agent Carter or some shit like that to understand that. Whatever. Okay, and if you didn't know, well, surprise, Winter Soldier killed his parents. But even after that, he got so lucky with his idea because the only reason Iron Man finds out is because Iron Man goes after Captain America and Winter Soldier, basically spying on them. That's the only reason why he really found out. And really, Baron Zemo's plan was just really based off on luck. There was no plan. He just got lucky every step of the way. And really, why Baron Zemo, out of all people to try to disband the Avengers, he came out of nowhere. What I would have liked to see is this: have the Slovakian Accords come out of the events that happened in fucking Age of Ultron. Okay, they state New York, they state Slovakia, they state Washington. From Winter Soldier, and the thing that kind of makes every single government realize, yo, shit, we need to make the Slovakian Accords. Is a fucking battle with crossbones. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? And in that battle, about 12 people died. 13 if you include Crossbones himself and maybe some of his bodyguards. Who gives a shit? Okay, but 12 innocent people died, okay? Are you kidding me? Washington had like 20-something people died, theoretically. Okay, according to what was said on screen. Washington and Winter Soldier had about 20-something people died. New York had about 120-something people dead, give or take, or 200 or whatever. And Slovakia had the biggest one, with 300 or something. And yet, a small little battle that kills about 12 people, fucking, that's the one that says, oh yeah, now we shall make the Slovakian Accords. Fuck yeah, really? Like, that's just stupid. And again, why Baron Zemo? Why does he have the grudge? I mean, okay, yeah, and they give a pretty quasi bullshit explanation, like, oh yeah, my family died in Slovakia, so boo-hoo, I'm gonna get pissed off and try to disband the Avengers. But really, are you kidding me? It would have made more sense if it was fucking Crossbones who was trying to disband the Avengers, not fucking Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo had no real cause, okay? Like, your family died, who gives a shit? Many people's families died, okay? Okay, Baron Zemo, he got fucked by Captain America up the ass, okay, when you think about it. Like, first off, let's take the obvious. Half his face was burned. Most of his body was burned. That's the first thing. Okay, if you want to take it personal, there's that. Then he took down Hydra. He took down S.H.I.E.L.D. He took out half the government in America, for fuck's sake. And yet we have Baron fucking Zemo who's trying to stop it. That made no sense, okay? Okay, so the story isn't really cohesive. It's just stupid. Like, the way things kind of go is just kind of stupid, okay? I will say that, like, the story is... There's certain story aspects that could have been more tightened up better. That could have been better as a whole. Okay, I know it sounds like I'm really bitching about it, but I mean, from a story perspective, yeah, let me bitch all I want because I could find plot holes left and right. Fuck, I haven't been able to find this many plot holes in a movie, Marvel Cinematic Universe, to be honest, since like fucking Thor: The Dark World. Okay. And even after that, Thor: The Dark World had a tighter fucking story, okay? Give me a break. So, yeah, I mean, I swear to God, if Civil War... Okay, I will say this, the action is fucking magnificent. Like, the airport scene, holy shit, like, okay, like, there is so many fun stuff in that airport scene, like, Giant Man, not Ant-Man, fucking Giant Man. Like, he's Ant-Man, he's running up, this, I don't know I guess the conveyor belt or whatever. He's running up the conveyor belt. I don't fucking know. He's running on a conveyor belt, basically, and he's like fucking ant size. He's like, yo, let me try this. I've only tried this once and kind of failed, but let me see if I could fucking succeed this time. And he jumps from the conveyor belt, turns into Giant Man. He's like, oh. Then he grabs a war machine. He's like, oh. Everybody's like, the fuck? What the fuck is that shit? And then the Iron Man's like, yo, if anybody has a new magic trick they want to show, now would be a great time to show it. He said something like that. That was freaking hilarious, okay? It's always on. Like, the comedy here is always fucking on. Like, I wish I could just punch you in your perfect white teeth. That was great. So, like, the banter like the comedic banter between Iron Man and Captain America. That was great. Like the arguments, I really didn't. Again, I did not give a shit about Iron Man's arguments for the Slovakian Accords. I mean, it just felt really generic bullshit that you expect him to say. Like, yeah, okay, we killed many people, blah blah blah. Like, give us something emotional for God's sakes. And they tried to do something emotional, like just like they did in comics, and I just didn't give a shit. Okay, in the comics, at least it had a bit more of an emotional impact because the person who got killed that affected Tony so much was a child. Whereas here in the movie, it was like some college student. Okay, I just didn't give a shit, or maybe even not even college student, like college grad student. He graduated from college at this point, and who gave a shit? Okay, so they try to give an emotional impact for him, and it just didn't work. I mean, with Captain America, it made more sense because yeah, you could say yeah, did Bucky cause all this damage? Yeah, he did, but he was mind controlled. So can you really fault him for it? And I mean, there are some really compelling moments in this. You know, he's my friend, and I thought I was your friend. You know that was pretty emotional for sure. And there's towards the end of their final battle, which you kind of saw in the trailers, where Captain America and Bucky are just going at it with Iron Man. At the end of that battle, that whole sequence, we have Captain America who grabs Bucky because he's badly damaged at this point, to try to take him out. And Iron Man's like, you can't take my shield. That's my shield because his dad created his shield. Duh. Like, if you saw Captain America, the First Avenger, we all saw that fucking Howard Stark created his shield. So he just leaves his shield there and drops it. And that was like a really emotional moment, emotional, impactful moment. So, yeah, I mean, there are some good stuff in this. I feel like people are just blowing it a bit out of proportions. And, yeah, Black Panther, he was great. Okay? But I feel like looking back at it, okay, yes, he had some pretty kick-ass scenes. Yes, he was a fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie, he was a badass. But looking back at it, does he deserve his own movie? Yes. Am I excited to see it? Yes. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it, especially from what I've heard from the casting. I'm really excited to see it. But I feel like his movie's a bit overhyped even after that. Like, I feel like his movie's a bit overhyped for what it's gonna be. I feel like it is gonna be a good movie, and I am excited to see it. But I feel I'm not as excited as I should be. Same with the Spider-Man film. I don't feel as excited as I should be. I mean, yeah, in the Spider-Man film, we're gonna have like Zendaya apparently and Michael Keaton, and then in the Black Panther film, we're supposed to get Lupita Nyong'o and Michael B. Jordan, which would be interesting. So I'm excited to see both of them. I don't feel I'm as excited as I should. So yeah, but if they're gonna do if they are gonna do a Black Panther scene, bring back his bodyguard. There's this scene which is pretty funny. Black Widow's talking to Black Panther, and he's getting his limousine, and this lady, she shaved head. She has a shaved head. She's like this really, I wouldn't say she's big, but she's tall, and you can tell she can kind of kick ass because she's one of his bodyguards. And she's like, I think she says something like you call him king or some shit like that. Or I forget what she says exactly, but it was like something really badass, or it was pretty cool. And Black Panther's like, ladies, as much as I would want to see this fight play out or some shit like that, we must go. But I hope they bring her back. She looks pretty badass, okay? She looks like she could kick some ass. So, yeah, I feel like this movie's overhyped. Two, the movies that are gonna come out, that are being made out of this, Black Panther and Spider-Man movies, I feel are overhyped. Okay? But three, it's a good movie, but it has flaws. Okay? Now, as for the mid-credit and end-credit scene, the mid-credit scene, we have Bucky Barnes is going back into hypersleep, and you have Captain America and Black Panther, and they're in Wakanda, and they're like the forests of Wakanda, and that's where they're putting Bucky Barnes back into hypersleep. And Black Panther's like, for what you've done, for what I found out, because it turns out that Bucky Barnes didn't kill Black Panther's father. It was Baron Zemo, which again made no sense, but whatever. It's like, for all you've done and for all I've done, for all the errors I've done or some shit like that, this is the least I can do for you. Which is give him protection and save Bucky Barnes, whatever. That, we all know he's gonna come back for Infinity War, okay? So, whatever. He's gonna come back for Infinity War, that much we know, so fuck it. The second one, it was Spider-Man, and he basically, it's like the spider light, which was pretty cool. And like the spider light, which was pretty cool. And that one I liked. They're not the best end credit scenes or mid credit scenes. I was a bit disappointed in them. Um, but okay, they're setting up for movies. So I mean, that's all the end credit scenes are. Aside from Howard the Duck, aside from Howard the Duck, that's all the end credit scenes do, and that's they try to go into the next movie. I kind of wish they would have had something for Doctor Strange, so because that's the next movie that's coming out for fuck's sake. So yeah, and the Doctor Strange movie looks way better than it should be. Actually, no, it looks way better than what Civil War is. Okay, how's about that? I feel like Doctor Strange is gonna end up being a better movie than Civil War at the end. Because it's all like Inception and Matrix and shit. So yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And it kind of pains me to say 7 out of 10. I mean, I know 7 is still a good score, but it pains me. I was hoping to at least give it an 8 or maybe even a 9 out of 10. But 7, like, shit. You guys dropped the ball. Like, story-wise, especially, you guys dropped the fucking ball. So, like, Marvel dropped the ball. Holy shit. Still better than Batman v Superman. How's about that? Fuck. I think Civil War is like the 19th highest grossing movie of all time or some shit. Or 29th. I'm not even sure at this point. It's like something 9, I believe. I mean, whereas Batman v Superman is like the 40 or 45th or some shit like that. I'm not sure. I have it right here very fast. Let me pull it up very fast. So Civil War, yeah, Captain America Civil War is the 19th highest grossing movie of all time as of now. Whereas Batman v Superman is getting beat by, and these are movies from this year. Batman v Superman is getting beat by Civil War, Zootopia. Well, that's it. Read just Batman. I thought it was gonna be more. Okay. And 45th. Okay, yeah, so I was right. Captain America Civil War is the 19th highest grossing movie of all time. And Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is the 45th highest grossing movie of all time. And very fast, if you want to know, Zootopia is the 27th highest grossing movie of all time because it's right there in the middle. Other movies from this year, The Jungle Book is pretty high. It's higher than I expected at 48. Deadpool at 67, surprisingly. Holy shit. It should at least be better than... who knows? I don't actually fuck it. And... yeah. Okay. Whatever. 7 out of 10. I'm still pretty... story-wise, I'm disappointed. Action-wise, it was spectacular. Everything else, it was spectacular. But I will say that story-wise, I am actually pretty disappointed, okay? It could have been a better story as a whole. So yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe, comment down below, like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. Sorry that I haven't been able to do the review as of up until now. But I knew the review was gonna be long, but I had a bunch of testing for the past few weeks, so I've tried not to do long videos as of maybe nothing more than 15 minutes, I think. So yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe, comment down below, like the video, and that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.